What's good, Hawks family? It's your boy MI4K20 back in the building. We Talk Hawks TV, channel by the fans for the fans. Let's talk Rudy Gobert. Let's see here. I stumbled across the Utah Jazz channel. I think it's a fan channel. I think it's called a Monty Show. Um, Shout out to the Monty Show. Very realistic Utah Jazz fans. Um, they wasn't out there throwing out no crazy stuff, but very realistic. I enjoyed watching and listening to what their thoughts is as Utah Jazz fans when it comes to trading a Gobert. But looks like the Hawks word on the street, according to NBA sources on Twitter, to how much you ever want, if you want to believe those dudes, right? But everybody got it. Everybody's an insider. But anyway, they were speaking on a trade for Rudy Gobert, which had us giving up John Collins, the 16th pick, DeAndre Hunter, and Clint Capella. And they were saying the Hawks wanted to throw in, instead of DeAndre Hunter, they wanted to give up Kevin Herter. So my thing is this, and as I was listening to the Monty show, they was like, no, they want DeAndre Hunter. And we all know why people want DeAndre Hunter. People see the upside in DeAndre Hunter. They also see that DeAndre Hunter is in the last year of his deal and he only making $9 million this year. I think this is last year of his deal, if I'm not mistaken. And he's only making $9 million this year. And I say only $9 million, like that's a little bit of money, but compared to Kevin Herter, who his contract extension starts this year, you know, where he'll be around the 13 to $15 million range. You know, he signed a 4 year, I think it's a 4 year extension, around $63 million. And they said the Hawks kind of backed away. They backed away from that deal because Travis and the boys do not want to give them Hunter. And in my opinion, that's more than what I would offer anyway. Because us as Atlanta Hawks, when I'm looking at my squad, we don't need Rudy Gobert. Okay. Would I like to have a Rudy Gobert? Sure. Need a Rudy Gobert to the point we need to give up that much for a big who at times can be, even though he's a three-time defensive player of the year, but he can be exposed as he was in the Dallas series. And, you know, I've seen some Utah Jazz fans on Twitter say, hey, he was only exposed because the rest of the team was terrible perimeter defense. And my response was, well, what you think he gonna do when he come here? It's not we the same thing they was complaining about, the Jazz was complaining about in the playoffs, the same thing we was complaining about, our perimeter defense. So we gonna get worse on defense going to get the Gobert, um while our perimeter defense is still terrible. So that makes no sense to me. But besides that, we have options. We have plenty of options. If I'm gonna give up a massive haul like that, if I'm including a DeAndre Hunter and my 16th pick and John Collins and Clint, I'm going after DeAndre Ayton. Point blank. Period. If I'm gonna pay max money, I'm going after DeAndre Ayton. Why? Because DeAndre Ayton to me has way more upside. He is what, 6 years younger than Gobert. He has a better offensive game than Gobert. Granted, Gobert is a three-time defensive player of the year, but guess what? Gobert is also 29, about to hit 30 years old. Guess what else? Gobert making 38 million. He made $38 million last year, guys. 38 million. Okay, let's look. Let's look. 38 million last year. Um, this year coming up, excuse me, he made 35. Next year coming up, he'd be 30. He's making 38. Then in 2023, 24, at 31 years old, he's going to be making 41. Then at 32 years old, he's going to be making 43. Then at 33, in the last year of his deal, which is a player option, which he's going to opt into, he's going to make 46.5 million at 33 years old. Do we really want to be tied up with that? Do you want to be tied up with Gobert at 35, making $46 million as a 7'1" guy. How many years do you think this dude gonna be at his in his prime? Okay, listen, we have cheaper options. We could go Miles Turner. Okay, but like I said, if I'm gonna give up that much, I'm going after DeAndre Ayton. And fans is upset with me. Hawk fans telling me I don't want to pay DeAndre Ayton 30 some million. Well, look at what you're paying Rudy Gobert. You're paying Rudy Gobert. What's that? Enough? You paying them what 150 million, 170 million over the next what 4 years? Do we want to be really want to be tied up in that? I don't think so. So there's no way in hell I'm giving up all those assets to get Rudy Gobert. We don't need him. We don't need him. Okay, point blank. Period. I'd rather before I give up that much, I'll run it back with Clint Capella. I'll take my chances with Clint Capella and go find me a backup or draft a big at 16 and see if he could. I draft a less defensive big, but a more offensive one, offensive big. I'll run it with a convo before I give up all them assets to go get this guy. That is, he make too much money to be that old. Maybe if Gobert was 25, we talking a different story. Hell, maybe if he was 27, but this dude about to be on the other side of 30. And you gonna end up paying him. Let's look again, family. Let's look at it again. From 30 to 33, right? 1, 2, 3. So that's 4 seasons. You're gonna be paying this dude on my days. So the first 2 years is what 79 million, 79, 100, 110. That's 112, and another. Like I said, on the next 4 years, you're giving this guy 160 million, who's limited on the offensive side of the ball, who just got exposed. Okay, in that Dallas series, he ain't been no conference finals. But some fans is gonna tell me I don't want to pay. You don't want to pay a DeAndre Ayton that much money? Well, you're gonna be paying DeAndre Ayton less than that, who's a way better player on the offensive side of the ball and who can get better defensively. So why would I do that? No, I'm not giving you all that for Gobert. I don't care if you get a third team involved. No, I'll run it back with Clint Capella. I'll go get Miles. You hear me? I will go get Miles Turner before I give up that much for Gobert. And I know Utah Jazz fans are saying, you know what, Gobert is an elite defender. They should be demanding that much. You're not gonna get that much for Gobert. Not with that contract. You not from the Atlanta Hawks, you're not gonna get it. The Atlanta Hawks we are no longer the team you come through and dump old ass or players on their last year or two. Now, maybe if we made the conference finals and we looking for a player to get us over the hump, maybe a Gobert could come through it and do that for us. But no. I'd rather go get Ayton, and then you can have DeAndre Ayton, Trae Young, John Collins. You can have them grow together, build up chemistry, also with DeAndre Hunter, and build chemistry. Okay, depending on what we got to give up, but we still keep our players all within the same time frame. Even if you did end up giving up a Capella, you end up giving up say you did end up give up Collins, you still got a Jalen Johnson, you still got a Kongwu. All these dudes within 3 to 4 years of each other, age wise. Okay, and now that allow Travis and Landry Fields to go out here and add them key veterans, not them veterans to come to Atlanta and bullshit who just want to come here and be on NBA TV or who just want to come here because they from here. But some real veterans who could come here, lead the team, and lead the locker room. Okay, something like an Iguodala, something like a Udonis Haslem, even though he don't play. I would love to have Solo back. Somebody give us some toughness. But there's no way I would give up all that for Gobert. Are you insane? You got to be insane. It's no, and I'm glad the Hawks cooled off on it because that makes no sense. People always come up with these trade ideas, but they never come up with trade ideas and say, how do the Hawks get better from it? Oh, the Hawks need defense. No, yeah, we need defense. We need perimeter defense. When it comes to defense, Capella is more than serviceable. My complaint with Clint Capella is he's zero. He gives us nothing on the offensive side of the ball besides putbacks where he be missing those. Now, if he developed just a little bit of offensive game, then it's a different story. But I keep Capella at 18, 19 million before I invest in Gobert, who about to be over 30 years old. We're gonna owe him another 160, $70 million. No, that's stupidity. That's stupidity. So, nah, I can't go for it. Not when you got a Miles Turner who probably available for the low. Not when you can go ahead. If you're gonna spend that much money and that many assets, you might as well go get DeAndre Ayton. Point blank, period. You feel me? Not no Rudy Gobert. So yeah, I'm glad we cooled off on Gobert. That's a smart move by Travis. Smart move by Landry Field. Don't do it. Don't give up all them assets for no Rudy Gobert. He is not gonna take us to that next level. The dude, like I said, maybe if he was, and I don't care if he was a defensive player of the year 3 times, he was past tense. How many more years you think you gonna? How many defensive player of the years you think he gonna give you? He about, like I said, he about to hit the other side of 30 guys, while our main players are younger by at least 6 years. That don't add up. Now I do like Rudy Gobert. What's the positive about Rudy Gobert? Besides being a boss on defense, I love the energy that he brings. I love that he's a that he's a veteran presence. But besides that, I can't. That's too much money. Can't do it. We're not gonna get enough in return for as much as we paying this guy. You know. But that's all I got. Give me your thoughts down below. Don't forget, comment, like, subscribe. Let me know what your thoughts is on that deal. Who do you think we need to be going after in this offseason to improve this team, to get us back to the conference finals where we were 2 seasons ago? It's your boy, MI4K20. We Talk Hawks TV. It's a channel for the fans, by the fans.